Yeah, but I super appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Somewhere between science and superstition.
We have such sights to show you.
Strange Eons. Welcome to Strange Eons Radio. That is Eric over there.
Hello.
And that is Vanessa over there.
Hello.
And I am Kelly. You guys, normally I start this out by going, hey, you guys, I have something I want to talk about.
Yes.
But today, Vanessa came in hot. She was like, hey, you guys, I have something I want to talk about.
Well, it's really funny because I messaged you both like a couple weeks ago and I was like, hey, man, I had this like experience and you didn't really respond. And I don't think you understood the gravity of what I was talking about. So let me.
I don't remember this text.
Exactly. That's how much of an impact it had. So I went out to, I was hanging out with Austin in downtown Berea, and we went to this cool pizza place because we only had a little bit of time. I was like, okay, we'll stop in before we have to pick up Danica from daycare. Went there and they had pizza by the slice. So they had cheese, they had pepperoni, and they had a veggie. And I was like, you know what? I need some more vegetables. I am severely lacking vegetables right now.
So I'll get it on pizza. Okay,
hey,
sure. What the hell?
A lot of my vegetables come from pizza. And so they had this pizza and it was like mushroom and like jalapeno and something else. And I was like, I don't know. They were trying some fancy thing. And so I'm eating this slice. I'm like, it's okay. I'm not like a huge mushroom person. So I was like, oh, that's fine. And we start walking back to the car and I'm like, uh-oh, I don't feel great. But I'm lactose intolerant and I shouldn't be eating pizza. So I was like, this is on me. It's going to be fine. Whatever. I start driving to the school, to her daycare, and I am like not okay. Like my stomach feels like it is just squeezing. And I'm like, okay, this is rougher than I expected. Get her in the car, start driving back to the house. It is a like 2-minute drive back to my house. I am like hitting the gas. I am sweating. I'm like feeling like shaking. I get in the house and I'm just like, I have to get this stuff out of me in any way possible. I start trying to make myself puke. I can't. It's not working. And I, no joke, spend the next hour losing consciousness, unable to breathe.
Jesus.
At one point, because I ran into the bathroom, I knew Austin would eventually check on me. And so I just was like, but I kept like not being able to talk or like yell. So, yeah, it was bad. So he finally came in and he was like, oh, like I'll leave you. And I was like, you have to call 911.
Jesus.
Yeah. So he called 911. Paramedics arrived. By the time they got there, I had taken some Benadryl. So I was, I was good enough that they were like, well, do you want to go to the hospital? And I was like, well, if I don't have to, I don't want to. I was like, can I just sleep? Is that okay? And they're like, yes, you can sleep. And I was like, okay. So I was not about to die when they got there. But so these were chanterelle mushrooms. I know because Austin called the restaurant and found out exactly what was on this fucking piece of pizza because it is the only thing I ate. It was an immediate reaction to it.
Yeah.
And so either I'm extremely allergic to chanterelles or it is easily mistaken for 2 other mushrooms and they were serving toxic mushrooms that day. We'll see.
I would guess probably allergies because I think that would have made like news unless you were the only one that ordered that pizza.
That's the thing is like maybe they just made a one-off pizza or people were like embarrassed and didn't want to call up because they thought they were just having their own reaction. I mean, the thing that was weird was at one point my hand curled and I couldn't uncurl it. And I had to like uncurl one finger at a time. Yeah. So that's like more of a toxic potential.
For sure.
So, and I wasn't puffing. Like I didn't puff out, but yeah. So that's where I'm like, so I'm going to get tested and then I'll know for sure. And if it was that they had toxic mushrooms, I will never go back to that place.
Wow. I mean, the other thing though is toxicity in your body usually is like your body reacts. I'm getting this out. One end or the other, this is all coming out, but it wasn't coming out for you.
It was a huge struggle to make anything happen in any way, shape, or form. So I don't want to get in the details, but eventually I was able to do enough. But it was awful because I was like, I have to get this out. Like you can mentally, I knew instinctually that if I didn't get this out, I was gonna fucking die. So that's an exaggeration because I survived.
Well, you felt that way though.
But that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was weird to me because usually, anybody can make themselves barf, but nope.
Wow.
Absolutely not. Would not do it.
Very curious now what you sent us. It's like, I had a mushroom and I didn't feel real good or something.
I think I sent a message that was like, a mushroom tried to kill me. Or like I was saying, like I had some pizza that nearly killed me or something.
Wow.
But you didn't react. I was like, we'll talk later.
Yeah. Well,
I will say this. It's always the husband, Vanessa.
You think he like sprinkled something?
I mean,
check out what's going on there.
Yeah, it's always the husband. I've seen enough of these crime shows.
You know what? I would say that there's something to it potentially, not because of because you never know, but I'm like I earn the most money in the house. I don't know. I'm pretty good.
Wants to keep you around.
I'm sure you've got a nice life insurance policy.
I have no life insurance. I'm completely screwed if I don't even have a retirement. Like it's going to be that one day.
Oh, you're not rare in that aspect.
Yeah. Fucking A,
Sorry to say.
I know.
Well, good times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
so that was my fun.
Also, something we learned today is Vanessa, who loves pizza, is lactose intolerant.
I know it's so bad. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm like slightly allergic to wheat. Very slightly.
Well,
only a little. And
there's a lot of wheat in that crust.
That's the unfortunate part.
a lot of milk in that cheese.
I have reduced my pizza intake significantly, but it's really hard because my identity is so tied up in pizza. So to like break away from it.
Costuming,
my license plate alone
plate.
identifies as pizza.
The license plate identifies as pizza.
I'm going to have to switch.
Like that.
I'm going to have to get into tacos or something.
Cheese. Well, I guess you can
get corn taco.
Yeah, get a corn taco and
don't need to put cheese in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the opening notes, I'm going to, the little description, I'm just going to write, Vanessa's husband tried to kill her.
It's okay. Austin doesn't listen to the show, so I'll never know.
Even better.
Guys, I saw some movies.
All right.
I saw some movies people are talking about, and Vanessa, I know you saw one of them, so let's talk about Good Boy.
All right.
So I saw this movie, and this has been talked about like it is the greatest horror film of all time.
Yeah.
It is a technological marvel, I will give it that. Mm-hmm. It is the right length for a movie of this kind, which is 76 minutes or something like that.
Excellent.
It is a horror movie all told from the point of view of a dog, which means that there's not a camera angle that's higher than 18 inches. And there's a lot of really neat stuff in this movie. I liked it.
Yeah.
But mostly I liked it because I kept looking at the dog going, God, that dog's face, he is so worried. But then at the very end, you see him after everything's done, and this dog just has an expression like if you had this dog, you'd be like, I got to put this dog in a movie where he's worried all the time because he just looks worried constantly.
Is exactly what the filmmaker did.
So I thought it was quite good. Not exactly the masterpiece that everyone's telling me.
You know what? I didn't really care for it.
You didn't like it at all? Okay.
I mean, I will say that it had a really cool concept, but it kept missing out on the opportunities to do more with that concept. And I felt like there were some really confusing plot elements where it wasn't super clear who or what the antagonist was.
I think that was on purpose because it was supposed to be the dog's point of view.
But shouldn't we eventually kind of know?
I think we kind of know.
Do we? Because at one point...
I think I kind of know.
I feel like the thing... I know what I think they wanted me to come away with. But the way they presented it, it felt like there were like three distinctly, completely different creatures physically. Like one more of an apparatus, one more of a physical muck monster. Another, like, it just felt like very, I don't know. I spent a lot of the movie analyzing the movie, which isn't what I
Probably
wanted.
not the good sign.
Not a good sign. But I do, like you, I think that it's a technological marvel. Like the fact they got this dog to do what they did. They spent so much time filming this. They had to get the owner, obviously, / director to be this co-star.
Right.
So the dog is going to react appropriately. And luckily he pulled his weight in it. But yeah, it was okay. It was okay. I didn't hate it. I just didn't think it was as good as everybody's saying it is.
It's also, we're out of COVID long enough that it's hard to kind of remember people were making COVID movies, and that's what this was.
It does
was
feel
it?
like a COVID movie.
Boy, it took a long time to come out.
Because they didn't have, actors that could really act. So, all the time was spent on getting the right shot of the dog. And the dog is great. I'm not sure the dog needs an Academy Award or anything like that. I do think that the filmmakers should be singled out as, boy, this was an accomplishment. Whether you like the movie or not, he made a pretty solid flick, and with a legitimate animal lead.
When you mentioned that right off the beginning, I immediately thought of that film that was all shot underwater. That was technically really amazing, but exactly wasn't very memorable as a movie.
Are you talking about the one, the house, the haunted house one?
Oh,
I fucking love that movie. Fuck you.
Maybe I'll go back and find your audio on that, because I don't think you reacted that intensely the first time. It's good.
I put it on my top 5 for the year. I remember that. And
Did
you were
you?
both like stunned.
That could be what it was. Yeah.
That might have been what it was. I mean, yeah, same, like I remember that movie being like, whoa, but also,
Yeah.
But I mean, technologically, as far as filmmaking, damn.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well, this isn't as impressive as that, except for the fact that it is a dog.
Yes.
So there is a lot of ambiguity. I think on purpose, you're left to wonder, did any of this happen as a horror movie, or is this all just what a dog's anxiety is producing?
It just feels like one of those things where, like I said, it has such a good concept, but it feels so first-time filmmakery in its execution that you feel like there's just these missed moments where it could have really, really gone there. But, it's...
Didn't I see that, like, already this guy's second film is out now?
Really?
I saw something that said from the director of Good Boy, and I was like, oh,
whoa.
Shit.
I had not heard that.
So I imagine this took a lot of editing also. And so while he was editing, or whoever was editing, he was probably making another film.
It was probably him. It was, I mean, it seems like a mom and pop shop.
It really does, yeah, because I know his wife was heavily involved too in some way. So
I do think it's kind of neat that the end of the film is just a couple minutes of them talking about how they made the film. Yeah. I think that really...
Kind of Addams Family-esque.
Adds to it.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's called Good Boy, and it is available as a rental already.
Well, I saw a much larger budget film, I think. Black Phone 2.
Yeah, it's probably a bigger budget than the dog movie, than Good Boy.
I think so. It felt like it. I really enjoyed it.
Did you like the first one?
I loved the first one.
Okay,
I loved the first one. I mean, because it had that Stephen King-esque feel to it. And I hate saying that in front of you guys because you've both read significantly more King. You know a lot more. You're King heads. I am not.
And it's based on a book by his son.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Joe Hill. Yep.
Who is now the living embodiment of his dad.
Looks just like his dad back then.
He grew a beard. He's got similar glasses. It's like, oh my gosh.
His voice is getting a little weirder.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I think he's sucking the soul out of his dad. That's fine.
That's fine. It felt a little bit less King and a little bit more like it's got more Freddy Krueger's. Like it hones in on a lot of other horror films, but I don't think that's a bad thing. It doesn't feel like it's copying, pasting. Okay. It just feels like it's utilizing them as tools. I don't know. It had some kind of Stranger Things feel to it as well.
Is it the same lead boy?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, so it's
Oh,
following the same
interesting.
kid. Okay.
Yeah, and his sister is a little bit more of the star of this one,
Okay.
which might be good because she's a much better actor than him.
Oh, no.
Which sucks because he was so
He was
good in
great.
the first
Yeah.
one, but in this one, it's maybe they just didn't get the character enough to do.
Hmm.
But he's kind of like, yeah, this world sucks, and you're just like, okay, it's just one note of that through most of the movie. The bad guy coming back the way he does is really interesting. I don't know. I thought it was visually really, really cool. Like, I don't know. Not everyone's going to love this. It does have a different feel to it than the first one, but I think it works in a lot of ways. There's like one or two scenes of exposition that I could have done without, though, where I'm like, why are we standing here like having this big conversation about stupid stuff and then emotionally not getting where we need to, but pretending we did? Thanks, guys. Glad you stapled that one in to make this film work. But the rest of it, I think, is pretty cool.
I did hear an interview with Joe Hill where he was saying, like, just before the first movie came out, the director had reached out to him and said, holy cow, the studio loves this. They're already talking about a sequel. And he was laughing about it because the guy dies at the end.
Yeah.
And Joe was like, yeah, well, and then he said he just woke up in the middle of the night. He goes, there's one part in this movie that is a backdoor to a sequel if you wanted to try it. So he came up with the idea and gave it to him and they ran with it.
Oh, that's cool.
That's interesting. And it's crazy too, because this one also feels like, are they going to try to do like a Freddy Krueger thing where he keeps coming back and coming back and coming back? But like, I don't know how. Like, I didn't see how they would do it the first time. I really don't see how they do it the second time, but we'll see. We'll see.
Nice.
It feels like that's what they're in for. I bet we're going to end up with the Black Phone 3.
Yeah. Can you imagine a film made from a Stephen King IP that then got a sequel that did good enough to turn it into a successful franchise? Because we've got a lot of King franchises
Yeah.
that are shit.
That are not so great.
No.
Speaking of which, we are recording this on a gloomy October day, the night that Welcome to Derry premieres.
Why did it have to come out so late in fucking October? I've spent the last 2 weeks every day going, is Welcome to Derry out today? Oh shit, no, okay. A couple days later, is Welcome to Derry out today? I would like to watch it. It is spooky season.
Yeah.
No, I have to wait until frickin' the 27th of
we are
October.
right before Halloween.
And Flanagan just wrapped on Carrie.
What?
Is,
Did?
Yeah, he's doing a Carrie miniseries.
Whoa.
What's a miniseries? Man, I could
Out of all the properties.
I know. Because I
do
heard
without a lot less remakes and a lot more adaptations and
Yeah,
stuff we
we
haven't
don't
seen.
need
with their
any
Midnight
more
Mass
Carrie.
and some of the stuff he's done. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, I had barely heard I was doing this a few weeks ago. I'm going, the hell's Mike Flanagan? He used to have something out like every 2 weeks, it seemed.
Yeah.
But apparently he's been just wrapped on that.
Wow.
But,
Anyway, that was Black Phone 2, still out in theaters.
Yes.
and in addition, into the world of how the hell is this movie as good as it is, I give you 2025's The Toxic Avenger.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I want to hear.
Have either of you seen this one?
I
She
saw it
in
at
the
Fantastic
theater.
Fest.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you seen a lot of the other Toxic Avenger movies?
I've seen nothing
Okay.
at all about Toxic Avenger in any way, shape, or form aside from a poster.
That will probably explain a lot if you hated it.
I was the absolute worst person in the world to get to have a sneak peek of this movie, like, 2 years before it came out?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yes.
Well, as someone who's seen, I think, all of the Toxic Avenger movies, this is the best of the Toxic Avenger movies.
It's a low bar.
Yeah, I did like Citizen Toxie quite a bit more than I expected to.
I
That one
haven't-
is
I
fairly
haven't
well
seen it.
done, but part of it is you got Peter Dinklage and Kevin Bacon
Yeah.
Mhm.
as your main antagonist. Lloyd Kaufman didn't direct it. Which, sorry, Lloyd Kaufman fanatics, but
But it's good.
he had his
It's a good
time.
choice.
But I think it's very good. He chose not to direct this, although, of course, he makes his appearance. He
Yeah.
does his Stan Lee appearance in it. Did you stay through the credits?
I had to have. Yeah.
Okay. He gives a very good direction on how to make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, I missed that.
The Toxic Avenger. So they're making grilled cheese sandwiches for his kids. Like, now you want to butter the toast before you put it in there. That's a nice little crisp thing. I use American cheese, but cheddar is also definitely great. It's like, and mayo, which I added and found absolutely no difference. I'm not sure why everybody thinks this is a great idea, but yeah, I enjoyed it. And it's got the ridiculous violence Toxic Avenger should have. And I think a lot of it is just Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage
owns the character.
He did an amazing job. I remember that, at least, about it. Like, he was really awesome. And I think it's so cool to see anytime him getting to like stretch his acting wings in weird directions, which is awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's little.
Yeah, this is a film that I wasn't sure needed to be remade, and certainly not in a more realistic manner. having just watched the Toxic Avenger for the second time, last year, I was like, oh, this original is pretty good.
Yeah,
it's not as bad as a lot of the other Troma films.
Oh yeah.
And then watching this, I was like, okay, well, the acting is way better. The effects are way better. Everything is way better in this, but I wasn't sure that I liked it more than the original. And also, I would like to see Peter Dinklage in better movies. So I was just like, did this take away a good Peter Dinklage movie that he spent time on?
I don't know how many roles he's getting offered, because right now he's in that Channing Tatum movie as just like a boss at the Toys R Us. So I don't know if he's getting the roles that he's.
Have you seen the Station Agent?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You should go, if you wanted Peter Dinklage, go back and watch that. That was one of his early films, and it is phenomenal.
Okay.
What's the other one? The Death in the Family or something?
Something along those lines.
That is incredible too.
I saw Station Agent, I don't know, shortly after it was made.
Yeah,
so
same.
I had no idea who this guy was. I'm going, Jesus, who is this actor?
Yeah.
But,
Team Dinklage
this
over
was
here.
also, I don't remember who directed this, but I was surprised at the person.
Macon Blair? Macon
Blair, yeah, that's right. Who has directed some other bigger features. And I was like, why did he take this? And then what was the point of shelving it?
That I don't understand. Like what the rigmarole was, because it felt like it was just about to straight up go to theaters when this was at Fantastic Fest, and then it just disappeared. Yeah. And they had to do a campaign to get it unearthed. So I don't fully know the story.
Yeah. So another one of the weird tax things by studio or something. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Well, if any of our listeners know, please leave us a voicemail.
Why would they do that?
By calling 253-237-4266.
Don't worry, we're not ending the show now.
We're not.
You're right though, in that the first one is superior in that it is just such a unique film. It's such an odd creation.
It's such a goofy premise that suddenly putting serious actors into it, I was kind of like, well, I don't know if this works as well for me. Because watching the original, I mean, the acting is awful. It's over the top bad, but I think that was the point of it, was the nerd was like the nerdiest nerd who had ever nerded.
No kidding. But, it led to toy lines and Saturday morning cartoons and all this crazy stuff. It's like, how the hell did this movie lead to a cartoon?
The 80s was a wild time, man.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what the fans of the franchise think of this new version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all of them, but I definitely don't. It doesn't, like, as a physical media collector, I don't think I own any of them.
Yeah.
So
kind of wild that Troma was like the first cinematic universe we got.
Yeah, that's true.
Sergeant Kabuki Man and all these characters interacting with each other.
Class of Eye.
Holy hell.
I saw something that I'm going to recommend softly. It is called Beast of War, and it is about a group of soldiers who are on this is during World War II, they're on a boat that is bombed, and then they are floating around, and there is what appears to be a serial killer shark who just one single shark who never gets full and is also very sneaky and roars when he attacks.
Oh,
yes.
Wow. Okay.
Excellent.
The movie is kind of dumb, but really effective. The acting is really good. And the the shark, when you see it, is it's a physical effect.
Oh, nice.
And it looks like, the shark possessed by a demon. It's all scarred up and everything. It's just the scariest shark ever. And there's lots of blood, lots of real blood, and all the effects look, very real and in camera. So it's kind of stupid.
Sure, yeah.
Because it all takes place over a night, and I'm like, this is one hungry shark. And no other sharks in the neighborhood. But I kind of liked it. Beast of War. At first I thought it was going to be kind of a USS Indianapolis type tale, but it takes place in somewhere off of the Australian coast during World War II. And it's got all the stuff that you would expect. That it starts off in almost like a training montage of all these soldiers, and as they're getting to know each other, you're like, oh, that guy's the asshole, he's going to cause a problem later, and this guy is the hero, and all of this stuff. And then that all meshes very well when they're fighting for their lives against the sharks and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
A couple of neat little twists in the middle of it. So maybe I'll give it a hard recommend.
Yeah, sounds like it's worth
The
watching.
more I'm thinking about it, the more I like it.
I was
It's
gonna
called
say,
Beast of War.
the shark genre, the bar is very low. So having anything that's watchable is great.
I would say, having said that, you've got your Jaws and your Deep Blue Sea, and then I give it maybe to like the Shallows or something like that, or 40 meters down. But this is under those. So, it's
but above
second or
like the
third.
Sharknadoes and stuff like that.
Very
too.
high above
Anything
Sharknadoes.
CGI shark.
Even with the roaring shark, which I chuckled at first. I was like, wow, okay. But he comes out of the water. He's like, oh.
Are there ever any shark
Love it.
movies where they just come out and go like silently, have their mouth open and then go back in?
Jaws. You're going to need a bigger boat, right? The mouth, he's just right there.
I guess that's just all music, huh? Yeah.
So. Anyway,
Sure.
Beast of War.
Excellent. Well, I heard so much about a movie. I had to go check it out, which was One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
It's the new Paul Thomas Anderson film with Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro. It is really good. And it is really complex. So I can see why the trailer is really weird. And it's extremely hard to talk about because there are a lot of themes in it. And I think he successfully tackles a conversation with those themes. So there's a lot going on about family and fatherhood. There's a lot going on about revolutions and failed attempts versus successful ones versus what is important in our lives. There's a lot going in thematically. But mostly you have Leonardo DiCaprio running around like a burned out, he's very high, burned out revolutionary guy in his bathrobe trying to find his kidnapped daughter, which is what you see in the trailer, and failing over and over. He is always like 2 to 3 steps behind everybody else. So it's this mix of like very tense, very strong filmmaking conversation with this total goofy, like has been rolling from scene to scene, kind of catching up with the plot. And it worked really well. It has one of the best chase scenes I've seen in a long time as well.
Wow. I saw the scene. I don't know if I've seen the trailer, but I did see a clip of him like I think in a dojo.
Yes.
It's like,
yes.
This looks promising.
It's very, and weirdly, the person who steals the whole thing is Benicio del Toro. Like he is so good in this. Like he's just nails this role, commits to it fully. He doesn't say a lot, and that makes everything he does like 10 times stronger. And it's just
nice.
it's such a good film. Definitely recommend it. I think it's good to see it in theater, but you don't necessarily have to. I don't think this, it's not like, oh, I need to see it because it's a Marvel cinematic explosion. It is visually gorgeous, but like I think you can see it at home just fine.
Questions.
Yeah.
Is it a period piece?
No, it takes place now.
Okay.
But it does have like the setup of previously.
And then It looks from the trailer like there's a bunch of comedic moments in it. Is
Yes.
that okay?
Yeah, there is a lot of comedy, but it also has a lot of very serious moments too. So it's very well balanced.
Nice.
I think that it does that job of relieving the tension with comedy very well.
Final question.
Yes.
Why is it bombing so badly?
Is it bombing?
It's going to lose $110 million.
Probably because they hired very expensive talent. I mean, I
Well,
don't.
nobody's going to see it. So
I
is
thought
it the
everybody
marketing?
was seeing it.
No.
Oh,
Well,
weird.
there's a lot. I don't know what's going on in different places, but when I went to see The Long Walk, it was a 11 a.m. screening or something like that, and that was showing in another theater. I'm like, where the hell are all these people going? And they were all going to see that.
Well, okay. One theater
that's-
doesn't
I know.
explain why it opened like 4th or something.
I don't
Uh-huh.
remember
And then-
hearing anything about
That's why I was asking. Is it the trailer that is turning people off? Why
that was
is
exactly what I was
Leonardo
gonna-
not bringing in?
That was exactly what I was going to say. If we're looking just from a marketing standpoint, the trailer is a mess. I didn't want to see it based off of the trailer. I was like, this looks like, I don't know. I don't care about whatever is happening in this film. But is not very well representative of the film because it's just really missing a lot of the heart. And the other thing is, yeah, it's got Leo, but he's not attractive in this.
No, but I mean, I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, this looks fun. And then I saw the reviews were like, best movie of the year. And I was like, okay, I better go see this. But it's not translating to anybody else saying, I better go see this.
That's weird. I mean, I think it's just my social feeds are just filled with people talking about how awesome it is. So I don't know. That's really interesting because I had not heard that.
And it could be the marketing because I don't remember hearing anything about it until it opened.
Oh, really?
And then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that might have been when I saw that first trailer too. It was like the weekend it was opening.
Oh, crazy. Yeah.
remember.
I mean, I'd seen a lot of trailers, but then again, like every day on YouTube, I go like new trailers and then
Sure.
and then I see them whenever I go to the movies. So
Right.
it was pretty heavily marketed in theater, but maybe it just wasn't reaching out.
Plus,
properly.
it's not.
It's a Paul Thomas
It's-
Anderson movie. It's not like a big
Right, it's Paul
popular.
Thomas Anderson, and it's also this isn't an elevator pitch sounding film.
No,
Right.
You know,
you
it's-
cannot explain this in one sentence.
Yeah, if somebody wants to say what The Long Walk is, easy.
Yeah.
Right.
If somebody wants to say what Black Phone is, this one, I'm like, even from the stuff I've read, I'm like, what? So
Well,
And apparently he's been working on this since Boogie Nights. Like he was
Jesus.
originally, he was trying to get Leo in it like around then, and just has taken him so long to get
Jeez.
this film out. So there's a lot of time and energy put into it. The finished product, I think, really shows that. But yeah, I agree. I think that it just does not.
he
does
needed
not
to add,
translate.
a particular prosthetic at some point. Just get that Boogie Nights going again.
well, I saw Spielberg came out and said, this is the best movie I've seen in 25 years. And I
Jeez.
was like,
Is she going to list every single Spielberg film? Because I'd like to know.
and so when you get Spielberg to come out and say something like that, I was like, oh, something's going on. They're not
Yeah.
getting the numbers they need.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
interesting.
good point. Especially that kind of like Stephen King does that a lot.
Yeah.
With, films. Well, I saw one that Natalie's talking about in that, Ray. 1957's. I was a teenage werewolf.
boy. Michael Landon.
That's right. Who I took forever to figure out who it was because he doesn't look
Yeah,
very,
he's-
but he sounds I'm like this fucking voice, man. Who the hell is this? So finally looked up, go, oh, geez, okay. So yeah, it stars a very young Michael Landon. It's fun. I mean, it is painfully of its time.
Yeah.
The Halloween party is just like, oh, cringe. Like they keep doing these dumb little pranks on each other and stuff. And I'm a little surprised at its positive push towards therapy
No,
because that was not
I
such
don't
a
remember that.
that
big
was
thing in the
no,
50s.
no kidding.
But his reaction to it is not positive. It's just the people around him are trying to get him to, because he is a very angry young man.
Mm.
He's very much a rebel without a cause.
In
if
a
you will.
werewolf film? No.
But I mean, it is what it is. It's fun. It's it hits what it should perfectly. It's not stretching to be something unique like Burn Witch Burn or something. It's just having a good time with a werewolf.
The werewolf design is kind of fun with the Letterman jacket and all that. So,
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is, as we are recording on the 27th, did you say it is?
26 today.
26th today. You are doing your 100 Days of Horror.
Yes.
Where are you?
I am, at this point, if my count is correct, I am 1 or 2 shy of hitting the mark. So
Plenty of time.
we'll see. Yeah. I've got, I've watched a couple that I haven't posted yet and stuff like that, but I counted out and go, crap. So, I'm kind of hoping I can do a few theater ones to round out the top 10, like Black Phone 2.
That'd be cool.
Some of the other stuff going, well, maybe I'll go out and do that to get that final 10.
Well, now that you're not watching Mariners games, you can fill out that time.
Wow. Wow.
That
Jesus.
is true.
I thought
Sorry.
you were
No,
mean,
I'm
but
not
I
trying to
didn't
be mean at
realize
all.
you were mean.
No, I'm trying to give him something positive to look forward to.
Well, how about we take a little break? Eric can go cry that one off. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about Bawb'S Book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My book.
Listen. If you want to see the latest movie releases, why wait up to 2 years for TV? Up to 1 year for cable and satellite? Up to 6 months for pay-per-view. Get down to your local video store. The best place to watch movies is your place. Rent a video now.
We have returned. Guys, the subgenre we are talking about is based on the book that Bob gave us that you would think I would have brought out to show everybody again. But
just watch the ending of our last episode. Click back real quick. You can see it there.
I will say that I have flipped through this book now a couple of times, and I have picked out other movies to watch from it, most of them bad. But what a great book. And Bob, thank you so much. It was just such a cool gift. We were going to each pick something out of this book for this one, and I will start us off by putting 5 minutes on the Strange Eons radio buzzer and talk about 1986's The Eliminators.
In a hidden fortress concealed by impenetrable jungle dwells Dr. Abbott Reeves, a brilliant but devious scientist with the power to create.
Help the mandroid from the cage, Takala.
Any malfunctions?
I had some trouble with this. Feels like a delay in the neurosynapse trigger.
And the will to destroy.
Move its memory, then dismantle it.
It's half human.
He must be eliminated. Colonel Nora Hunter has the brains to mastermind the operation.
You need a full-time mechanic, my friend.
Fontana, the river rat.
What are you doing?
I saw this in a movie once.
When he finds himself in a tight spot, someone else has to pick up the pieces. Kuji, the ninja. He has the martial skills to destroy his enemies. The Mandroid. More machine than man. His special powers will determine whether or not they survive.
We got robots, we got cavemen, we got kung fu. What is this anyway? Some kind of damn comic book?
It is the most perilous journey any one of them has undertaken. And once they reach their destination, they face the most awesome power on Earth.
You don't understand. Soon I shall rule the world.
It will take all their combined skills to defeat him. Each one is the ultimate specialist in his field. Together, they are The Eliminators.
Directed by Peter Manoogian, who directed another favorite of mine, Enemy Territory, Demonic Toys, Arena, Seed People. So
Okay.
this guy is Empire and Full Moon Pictures guy. It was written by Danny Bilson and Paul DeMeo, who are a writing team who have written Trancers and its 6 sequels, Zone Troopers, get this, The Rocketeer, and a ton of video games, including the 007 GoldenEye game that everybody loves.
Oh, wow.
Starring Andrew Prine, who has 186 credits, tons of episodic television, but also Gettysburg, Amityville 2, The Possession, and Lords of Salem. Also, Vanessa, Denise Crosby is in this.
Oh.
A ton of television, but probably best known for Pet Sematary, Miracle Mile, and especially as Tasha Yar in 31 episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation.
R.I.P.
Patrick Reynolds, who has had bit roles in Nashville, Hair, Airplane, and Xanadu. And then also in this is Roy Dotrice, Jose Moreno, and Peggy Mannix. Have you guys seen The Eliminators?
What year was this again?
1986.
Yeah,
You'd know it.
The 86, really?
This is the one that's got the guy who's half tread tank.
Oh, yeah.
That is,
right. Yes.
So, okay. We open in the laboratory of Dr. Reeves and Dr. Takata, who are working on some pretty bold experiments. One of them is time travel, and the other is a cyborg man who's half man, half tank. Literally, the bottom half of this man is a small tank with treads. They have given this cyborg the name of Mandroid. But Reeves has decided that he needs to be destroyed because he is asking too many questions, not the least of which are about himself, like who is he and how did he come to be turned into a cyborg by these guys? But Takata shows him pity and helps him escape, which he does in a pretty spectacular way. See, the laboratory is in the middle of the jungle, and it is staffed by a bunch of mercenaries, so he blasts his way out, shooting lasers and shit out of his arm. He's also the classic cyborg he has, with one half of his face is robotic and the other is flesh and blood. This is all good stuff, and I was eating it up. Also, Dr. Takata was killed for helping him escape.
Oh.
So Mandroid is able to contact another scientist, Nora Hunter, and he tells her what was going on. So Nora was a student of Dr. Reeves, and she has a little flying robot that helps her out. It's very reminiscent of Bubo, the owl, from Clash of the Titans.
Whoa.
It boops, it beeps, and moves its way around and helps out whenever it can. Nora and Mandroid agree that they need to stop the time travel experiments of Dr. Reeves because he's planning on going back in time and basically taking Caesar's place, but with current technology. Also, Mandroid really, really wants to know who he was in his human life. Did he have a family, a wife, a child? It turns out, yes. They find a photograph of him with a wife and a child. He can't remember anything about them, but don't worry, this subplot is never brought up again.
Oh, no.
Problem solved.
Yeah. So they hire a Han Solo type ruffian named Harry Fontana that can pilot a boat up the river through the jungle to Reeves' laboratory. And on the way, they are attacked by cavemen.
Oh, my God.
It appears that these cavemen have been transported here by Reeves' time machine for some reason and then left to roam the jungle unsupervised. After escaping these cavemen, and you guys, these cavemen are pretty fucking shoddy looking. They come across a ninja named Kuji who is out for revenge because it turns out he is the son of Dr. Takata. So he joins their little group, and just like that, the Eliminators are born. Also, as a side note, Kuji can manipulate time and space with his mind. But not very reliably, and certainly not when it would actually help them.
Oh, my God.
So anyway, they storm the laboratory and start taking out the henchmen. But here comes Dr. Reeves, and he is now also a cyborg. He is wearing some pretty silly-looking high-tech Roman armor, and he can shoot lightning from his shield, which, spoiler, kills the Mandroid. Now, up until now, you may be forgiven for thinking he was the main character and that we were going to find out about his past, because that is certainly where I was in this movie. But no dice. He is out of the movie after this. Also, he had only been a cyborg for like a year, so his family is definitely still out there somewhere. It's not like he would have learned they had died 40 years ago or something. Anyway, will Tasha Yar and Temu Han Solo end up together? That literally seems to be the only question they are foisting upon us at the end of this movie. Also, they and the ninja manage to fuck around with Reeves' time machine, so when he goes back to ancient Rome, they change it so he goes back to 400 million. 400 million BC.
Oh, my.
He lands in a time of volcanoes and shit like that. Roll credits. Tagline. Mandroid, mercenary, scientist, ninja, each one a specialist. Together they are the Eliminators.
Wow.
A little bit of trivia. Throughout the film, the main protagonists are not called or ever referred to as the Eliminators.
Excellent.
Han Solo and R2-D2 from Star Wars were influences behind Harry Fontana and Spot the Robot. Yeah, the robot's name is Spot. Brian Usna was originally attached as a co-producer. Don the Dragon Wilson was considered for the role of Coogee, but the part eventually went to Conan Lee. And Tim Thomerson was originally slated to play Harry Fontana. We got the least versions of all those people that were supposed to be involved. So, the Eliminators, I will say this, had a blast with it.
One question.
Yes.
Genre. What chapter did they slot this into in the book? Was it under sci-fi? Was it under action?
It was under action.
Okay.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The sci-fi is pretty shaky.
Yes.
Or the sci part of it is.
A little shaky.
And it's not animated, right? This is live action?
Oh, this is live action. And you can clearly see like the wires with the little robot flying around. I was just like, oh, this is not something that should have been given a Blu-ray release. What were you thinking?
Here's a weird relate. I was watching a YouTube video, I think Thursday or Friday, where it's a guy who does about movie poster collecting. And he'll say, I'm talking about movies who had great posters, but the movies were, meh. This was one of his films.
It's a great poster. I mean, it's in the book, and I was like, fuck, I got to watch this. I remember seeing this thing in the video store, but why did I not pick it up? Probably because I had older brothers who were like, that looks like shit. We are not getting it.
I was like, no, sorry.
Vanessa, you want to go next?
Yes, I would love to.
I'm going to give you 5 minutes.
So I went with 1988's Black Roses.
Mill Basin is a nice town with good schools.
Julie, what did Emerson mean by the Red Slayer?
Emerson?
But trouble's coming to Mill Basin, and this town will never be the same. If rock and roll is the devil's music, then Black Roses is the house band.
I mean, last week, all they could think about was midterms. Now it's Black Roses. I love you, Dad.
There's something going on in this town, and you gotta help me stop it.
Where have you been? Did you go and see that show again after I told you not to?
You have to come with me to that concert tonight. Now, I can't explain it. I think they're doing something to the kids, controlling their minds. I can feel it, Neil.
I brought you a present.
What the hell is going on here? What you doing, my kids?
The hottest band this side of hell is coming to town, and they're saving your soul a seat. Black Roses.
Have you guys seen this movie?
Fuck yeah, this is a Kelly movie.
I was going to say, this seems like a classic. This is directed by John Fasano, who has 7 directing credits to his name, including Zombie Nightmare, Rock and Roll Nightmare, The Jitters, and some TV movies. He also wrote a lot of stuff, 23 titles, including Darkness Falls, Universal Soldier, The Return, and did some producing, including on Tombstone. So... this guy, starring John Martin as Mr. Morehouse, 11 episodes of Days of Our Lives, 159 episodes of Sunset Beach, 38 episodes of Young and the Restless, and 90 episodes of One Life to Live.
Jesus.
This guy looks like, and definitely did, star in many soap operas. He's just got that look to him. Like he could be like, oh, did he kill somebody this week? Or is he the love interest? He's got a beard. Sal Vivino plays Damien, the metal musician. He is in mostly just the stuff that director made. And same with Frank Dietz, who plays the lead Johnny. Maybe lead Johnny. He actually does a lot of writing now instead of acting, and he works in a lot of animation departments, but he also starred in Rock and Roll Nightmare, Zombie Nightmare, Jitters, etc. So the story follows Black Roses, an up-and-coming metal band is coming to town. The town is so excited. The kids are excited. The parents are not. They are scheduled to have some shows at the high school, and the teachers and parents are ready to boycott. They talk about the lyrics and how absolutely evil they are. And when the band arrives in some very slow-moving DeLoreans that are clearly borrowed as they carefully exit them, do not shut the doors, they are coming to paint the town in flyers and free records. The kids are instantly hooked. And the parents, who are very worried, attend the first concert, and it's super, super tame. It feels like just some love songs, some just chill. This is a song about my neighborhood. And then as soon as the parents all leave and close the door, he rips off his white shirt. It's just got this leather thing with like his nipples hanging out. And it just starts rocking. The kids begin to go to shows, and they don't just go to one, they go to many because they keep getting free tickets, and they're going over and over and over again. And they're being altered. Their teacher, Mr. Morehouse, sees that they've been changed, and also that the streets have become dangerous with fighting, sex, and crime. The kids are basically kind of becoming, some of them are becoming demons, some are getting drained of their life force, some are just doing murder for funsies, and Mr. Morehouse is determined to stop it. Will he manage to contain the spread and convince the town of them being evil demons? Will he arrive at their final gig with a gas canister and an incredible red puffy vest? Will he burn the stage down? But 6 months later, the Black Roses return and will play Madison Square Garden in their world tour? Who knows? Check it out. You must watch Black Roses to see how it all goes. So this is, I don't know who the protagonist is. You follow like these kids, and then they kind of disappear, and the teacher, the lit teacher, becomes the like hero. But it is okay, because I swear his red puffy vest is worth it. I was so into that, especially him being an action star, but also looking like he should be like in an REI catalog in the 80s is so good. The monsters are really interesting. They're puppetry. Kind of, they look sort of Henson-y, but they're not consistent. Like some look like a sort of Cronenberg organic cords coming out of walls. Some have sort of a CGI effect. Some are bulbous monsters, and others are shriveled up looking zombies. They're having a good time, so it kind of doesn't matter. Also, the lead singer's band, the lead singer, his hair is sometimes short and sometimes long. That threw me off. And also, I do love in this that the demons, the way they pretend to be normal dudes is they just drink glasses of milk.
Hey.
I was like, what is happening right now? Are you just drinking a large glass of milk,
Very
like chatting with the teacher? It was very strange. Very strange. A little bit of trivia. Tagline is turn up the volume, turn down the lights, but don't watch it alone.
Nice.
That was not the only trivia I had. The VHS home cassettes had a raised plastic 3D texture front cover.
Yeah.
It was released in November of '88. Mr. Morehouse's house was rented from a couple who, unknown to the filmmakers, were in the midst of a nasty divorce. The neighbor threatened to shoot any crew member who set foot on his property. And on the final day of the location, the crew arrived to find that the husband was locked inside, refusing to let anyone in. It was shot in 8 weeks for $52K, but also had like just under $1 million for marketing because I think it got sold to somebody and they were psyched. The special effects artists hired for the film were Richard Platt and Michael Maddy, veteran makeup artist Dick Smith, had recommended them. The special effects team felt that they were pressured by the 8-week shooting schedule. Opening scene with the Demon Band took 3 weeks to complete, with Platt stating that the team were putting in 16 to 20-hour days. The soundtrack was released on compact disc in '88 by Metal Band Records. In a review for AllMusic, Bradley Torreno noted that while drummer Carmen Appice had assembled the group Black Roses, the material was weaker than his work with Rod Stewart and Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, jeez.
He also
no kidding.
Opinion that the 4 songs contributed to Black Roses included 2 dull party songs, and while the power ballad Paradise, We're On Our Way was oddly listenable, the other tracks were quite terrible. So that was my movie, Black Roses.
Yeah, the US VHS release of this is all so much better than the British one.
It's almost
seen in the book.
It's almost the only reason to have picked up the movie was that puffy thing. Now, remind me, did we press it and music played, or was it just a raised?
I think it was just raised.
Okay. But I remember seeing that. It took me many years to finally watch this movie. And when I did, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's like pretty good. I mean, it's not great because it's, a low budget 80s horror schlock.
Yeah.
And it mostly takes place with a band in a high school gym, like thrashing. Like they must have spent about 80% of their shooting schedule just being like, all right, guys, we're going again. Everybody jump. Rock. It's amazing. So.
Were the songs horrible? Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought like Lizzie Borden's Me Against the World was one of the songs that the band played.
I seem to remember mixed, but I did like 1 or 2 because I also saw it for the first time just a few years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember going, well, these are okay.
Yeah.
Because
they're
I
not
expect
bad.
very little from a 80s metal band in a movie.
That was made for $52,000? That's amazing.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if all the demons were just cobbled together from various effects houses, and that's why they look
what
different.
they had left over.
That would make a lot of sense for their shooting schedule because the demons were just so inconsistent.
Weird.
And like the only ones that did look kind of consistent looked like they were sort of built up and then spray painted. Like they were just sort of molded quickly on. But there was like, I don't know, there's some cool looking stuff. The zombies looked way interesting. But they looked like the Beetlejuice like parents when they're all sucked in. Yeah.
Yeah. Eric, you want to go?
Sure.
5 minutes.
We were one movie away from having a second 1986 episode. Because this is from 1986, Neon Maniacs.
Know it well.
Let me ruin your evening. The stranger said to me, your new lover is my old
They're young.
My Sue is playing.
They think they're going to live forever.
what she told me.
What are you doing? Wants to fool around.
But they're in for a terrible surprise. Now, there are 12 new reasons
Over here!
to be afraid. Introducing, in diabolical order, Axe, Hangman, Dog, Biker, Slash, Juice, Samurai, Mohawk, Archer, Soldier. These are the Neon Maniacs. They live so others may die. Neon Maniacs.
Directed by Joseph Mangine, who also did Smoke and Flesh. Far more known as a director of photography, like Sword and the Sorcerer, Alligator 1 and 2, Squirm, I Drink Your Blood. So, high-end DP here. Mark Patrick Carducci was the writer. He also wrote Pumpkinhead, Buried Alive, Flying Saucers Over Hollywood, The Plan 9 Companion. I think that's a documentary. Some of the actors in there were Clyde Hayes, who's best known for The Gingerbread Man. Okay, probably 63 episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful, and Friday the 13th, the final chapter, more likely. Leanne Sarell, who Days of Thunder, Basic Instinct, not named characters in those movies. Donna Locke, this is her only film, and John Lafayette, who you might know from Dr. Dolittle, Clear and Present Danger, and so much television. The opening music is interesting. It's oh my 1986 indeed, synth kind of weirdness. Start off with a bunch of hooligans are out for the evening in their van that I'm like, this is 86, right? Because this looks like 76 van here, man. So one of the producers or somebody said, I got a van. But while they're sitting there, this dog jumps up in the girl's lap while they're getting drinks out of the 7-Eleven or whatever, and it's the dog of her ex-boyfriend.
Ooh.
Well, they seem to still like each other, which really plays very little the rest of the film. Sort of, I guess. Anyways, very faint. They in the great 80s style, they go to some park or something and start partying and build fires, and they pair off, and then there's a weird sound that's heard, and suddenly I'm assuming Neon Maniacs show up. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, what is a pretty good scene of just mass slaughter with these very odd looking creatures, which seem to have no continuity at all between them. I mean, their names like Shogun and Joan. I'm just kidding. I don't think that's one of them. But they have Shogun, Slasher, Scavenger, Soldier. So they're all, I don't know what they are, to be honest. But they're using swords and arrows and other ways to take people out. They're certainly not neon.
No.
At any point in this movie. So I'm not sure where the name came from, other than, if you lived in the mid 80s, every guy who had a truck had neon pink on it or green or something like that. And then just as soon as they show up, they suddenly vanish, leaving the one lady whose dog jumped onto her alive. Nobody knows why. I'm also pretty sure they just went to a local place that had various cop cars and said, give us whatever you got, because there's 70s cop cars, there's 80 cop cars. There is a car 64 50s cop car featured. It's like, oh wow, these are unique. But next day we meet the character who we would all identify with as an 80s horror fans, but she is eating C-3PO cereal, cleverly hidden enough to where it's recognizable, but you don't see C-3PO's face. Her room is full of horror stuff right out of like Salem's Lot Kid. This movie has lots of little references to other movies. Her and another guy wear a Nostromo hat. There's posters of Blade Runner and Nosferatu, and the window of her room is Amityville shaped without a doubt. Masks and other cool things throughout her room. And they're making a movie with a VH camera. There's a couple moments in this movie where I was like, wow, this is really fun. And then it's like, no, it's not. There's a little bit of, there's actually a little bit of weapons in it, in that this one lady survived and everybody is now attacking her, trying to figure out what she knows. And it's kind of a spoiler, but you won't be upset. The one thing that kills them is like signs. It's water.
Whoa.
Overall, this movie's just fine. It ends, of course, 1986 style, with a battle of the bands. Both the bands are fine. They're a little better than I was expecting. But let's see, what other interesting stuff is it? Here's an interesting trivia thing. The composer on the movie was Kendall Schmidt, born in 1958 and listed as a composer for Planet of the Vampires, shot in 1965.
Okay.
So I'm like, he was 7? so I did some math on that. Turns out him and other composers were hired by MGM to rescore that movie, Witchfinder General, Scream and Scream Again, because they didn't want to pay the original composers.
Oh.
So, like, ow, that's just awful.
That makes me wonder if I've ever heard the original score to Planet of the Vampires. Then.
Yeah, exactly. That's and I just watched that like last week, I think, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, great.
Let's see anything. Oh, another weird, interesting thing. There was so much time. There's so little money in the movie. There's so much time between the first night of shooting to subsequent shoots. If you go through the credits, the Neon Maniacs are credited as several different names.
Oh, interesting.
Like there's 4 slashers or 3 because they just had to recast people because people wouldn't show up anymore.
Wow.
So well, this wasn't that low of a $1.5 million budget. Somebody was screwing up because it looked like a $50,000 budget.
They shot a lot in the dark and it was not lit well.
That is, it was not. But they did cut the original 27 Maniacs down to like 12 because of the budget. Overall, this is fine. It would have been a much more fun 1986 movie than the one I did watch. But yeah, no, this is a fun one.
I remember seeing this way back then and like maybe my first time of being frustrated because I was like, this is a cool idea and I want the movie to be better because I loved the idea that don't they come out like from under a bridge or something, a door under a balustrade of a bridge or something like that?
They do a variety of things. That's one of them, yeah.
And I was just like, okay, there's just all of these neon maniacs that are basically just the masks you would find at a Halloween store.
Yes.
And that's their only relation to each other. They're like you said, the Shogun, and then there was like a
soldier and
a soldier, but like a motorcycle helmeted thing. And I was like, I kind of love this because you know this has set up a great franchise if the movie was any good.
Yeah,
because you could just keep bringing out all these different things. You could do a demonic toys type thing where they're always slightly different or introducing a new character. But it does look really cheap. You saying $1.5 million, that really surprises me in 86, especially since we saw Black Roses for $52,000. Somebody knows how to budget a movie better than the
okay, it gives a little bit more in the description of what I copied here. But it was originally a 6-week shooting schedule, shut down 2 weeks in as the production company failed to pay many of the set workers and camera techs, resulting in walkouts at a general strike on set. So they were given $1.5 million, but they weren't given $1.5 million.
The people who were making the movie weren't being paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was so excited when you said this because I haven't seen it in a long time. And now I'm like, well, maybe I should probably not watch this again.
Yeah. Keep your, don't Great American Hero yourself on this one. If you are interested, this is available. I think I watched this on Tubi or YouTube. It's available.
There's something so. I love the idea. I love the title Neon Maniacs.
Yeah.
It makes no sense, but there's all these really neat parts of this film, and none of it quite works, I guess.
Me picking this was a perfect example of what this book was all about.
Yeah.
Because like I'd not heard of it. I'm looking at this going, and all you really see in the book, it's not like it's just the covers. It's not like they do a description or anything. So it's like, this is cool.
Yeah.
I would read this. So.
Well, there you
Good
go.
call, Bob.
Yeah, there you go, Bob. Thanks so much. I have a feeling we'll probably dip into this book again at some point.
There was a lot of great stuff in there.
Or not so great stuff.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. There was a lot of we lucked out. I think we really lucked out.
There's a lot of interesting things to dive into.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the whole thing is also, there's a ton of exploitation stuff in there, sexploitation, gore, all the crazy stuff in there. I was, I was going to throw a wrench into this and watch something called, now I can't remember, not Hot Shots. Hot something, and it was about a dude who goes to work at a video game arcade, and it is a sex comedy.
Kind of like Joysticks, but
it was Joysticks.
Oh, okay. Joysticks. All right. You haven't seen Joysticks?
I haven't seen
You should. It's really wonderfully
Well, I watched
bad.
the first 10 minutes, and I was like, how am I going to get past this with Vanessa when the first scene is the guy getting his pants pulled down in his Volkswagen convertible Bug, and then having the girls tease him and take pictures of him naked and bring them to the Joysticks video arcade.
Yeah.
Why is this about me now?
Because I was laughing hysterically.
There's the strip video game too, which is kind of funny.
Well, I'll go back to it. All of these are shockingly available on Tubi. So.
I know. I was surprised too. I mean, mine was also available on Shudder because it's a bigger film. But
oh, sure.
Yeah, I thought these were going to be impossiple to find. So
you may have inspired me to give Black Roses another viewing. Actually,
yeah,
you should check it out. I'm telling you, man. That lead star, he is just basically a 70s Ken doll, like ready to run into action.
I mean, when you're listing off soap opera after soap opera, you're like, oh God, what does this guy look like?
Yeah, but only 11 episodes of each and stuff like that, that he looks the part and they're just like, well, let's write this guy off as quickly as possible.
Pain in the ass. Stealing food again.
All right, gang, this is the part. Oh, wait, no. This is the part where Eric decides what we're watching next.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm up next finally, and this is going to be a really friggin' weird one. This is brought on by a couple things. One, I'm not sure how I got from Hallmark to Lifetime, but it's sort of Hallmark is supposed to be doing a bunch of Halloween movies, which I don't think they did. I don't remember seeing any.
I saw a trailer for something just recently.
And then I mentioned something like that, and Dean's like, you ever seen some Lifetime movies? Like, okay. And she sold me on one of them. And then I was reading Chris Alexander's book, and he's touting this film too. So we're going to do Lifetime movies with, let's lean towards some of the stalkery horror. They didn't do, I know they did do a lot of movies about women in peril or anything, but let's keep these.
Let me get
kind
this
of a
straight.
horror element.
Vanessa and I get to suffer because you wanted to talk about one movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was good.
That's what it really feels like right now.
To say, how many subjects have we all had that have hit that at some point in time?
All right.
Lifetime movies it is.
Excellent.
Now is the part where I say thanks to everybody who's out there liking and sharing posts, who's interacting with us on the Strange Eons Radio Talk page or the YouTube channel. All of that stuff feeds the algorithm. I'm told. I don't understand it, and I'm not sure I believe it. But
it was nice to see Badger back commenting again.
Commenting again.
That was great.
He's sending me scary stuff on Instagram once again. So
nice.
I hope he is doing better. And the thing we really want to think about is if you're one of the people out there who's donating somehow to the podcast, and they can do that in a number of different ways. How do they do that, Eric?
Well, there's the number. Let's hear it again.
Oh, yes. You can give us a call and check in with us. Talk to us
not how you
and
donate,
let
I
us
guess.
know.
No.
Yeah, this is not how they
Never
donate
mind.
at
Hold
all.
on. We'll get back to
okay.
that.
It's like I'm trying to figure out how to shoehorn this in, Eric.
Thank you for trying.
Like a well-oiled machine.
That's right. I've been 6 years. There's a PayPal and buy me a pizza or buy me a coffee is you can donate through that. It'd be great if you could, if you feel, maybe I'll do this sometime soon. That would be great because we're looking at upgrading our microphones. So, if you got a little $5-10 extra hanging around, feel free to send it our way.
Absolutely. It is called value for value. If you get any value out of this, and we will assume you do if you're listening to it, give some value back.
Yep.
So, all right. Now what's that Strange Eons Radio hotline?
So also, if you want to talk to us or ask us questions, give us suggestions, or just say, hey, you can reach us on the Strange Eons Radio hotline on 253-237-4266.
Excellent.
Yeah. Drunk dial us, butt dial us.
Yeah.
I want to know what your conversation is when you're at Macy's walking through the aisles.
Sure. We'll post it.
Do you have a size 6 in this?
Wearing corduroys, apparently.
Hey, I've listened to many a long walk going, did you mean to call me? Hello?
I like that you just listen.
Yeah.
I hang up if I realize it's a butt I'm talking
There
to.
was a long time where I would just be like, where are you? I need to know more about your life.
Nice.
It's usually just my brother, so.
Hey, you guys hear about Vanessa?
That's right. God, that'd be perfect.
It's never as fascinating as you think it's going to be.
All right, gang. That's it for this episode. We're going to be back in 2 short weeks talking Lifetime movies. I'm sure this will be a very highly watched episode.
That's right. Bring on the women in peril.
We'll see you next time. Transportation and other considerations for Strange Eons Radio produced by Pan Am Airlines. When you think of traveling, think of Pan Am. You can't beat the experience. Guests of Strange Eons Radio stay at Econo Lodge Everett. It's an easy stop on the road, you know what we mean. Strange Eons Radio is recorded live in front of a studio audience. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving us a positive review on your favorite podcast app. Sit, Ubu, sit.
And it was weird to me because usually, anybody can make themselves barf, but nope.